What is going on, CB Bizzle? CBB Nation, stand up. Yes, we're in the Matrix. Freestyle Friday. Yes, it's going down, son. Whew. Let me step out of the Matrix just for a second. Do we have anybody up in here? Who do we got? Who do we got up in the mix? We got a CBB OG, PMG founder. Charles Mack is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Gary, representing down south, brother like me. Jose, what is going on, brother? I'm so glad you survived those hurricanes, but those hurricanes ain't nothing to you at this point, right? Yeah, this will be good. This will be a good one. Hans the Mon, way out there, down there in Florida. What is going on, dude? It's so good to see you. This dude just has all the businesses. CBB Nation is nothing but a group of people that are just highly motivated and creative. And they don't take no for an answer. They're just like, let's do this. Nothing's going to stop me. All the way from Florida to Fiji is how I like it, baby. Golly, what is going on? What is going on? Oh, Miss Denise. She's another PMG founder. So glad to have you with us. I'll definitely link up with you on that project what you've got going on. It's going to be a big deal. I think the first of many. John Peasy. CBB. I love CBB Nation. Ain't that right, Robert? Just, yeah, send the script to PMG and it'll just do the laugh for me. You know, I think I'll continue to do these no matter if I get a clone or not. I might be a clone already. You'll have to prove it in court. Oh, man, that's too funny. Golly, we got all the fun people. Shout out to everybody. Kim, Jeff, yes, sir. But yeah, this is going to be awesome. I do have a template already ready to go. Just might have to rename it. Might do a little QR code, grab the template, and I'll just drop it in the comments. What is going on, Miss Marissa? It's another PMG founder. So glad you're here. McNasty. All right, there, dude, we got all the fun people. And Dexter called me that last week. Thought I was in his city, and I didn't call him, but I wasn't. I don't go anywhere. I don't leave the Matrix. Y'all know that by now. I am the Matrix. All right, let's have some fun. Let's pop right into it. In case you don't know, now you're gonna know. Let's turn down this music, make sure I'm not blasting you like I've done before. All right, that's better. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen. As always, if you have questions or comments or you need help, this is the time. This is Freestyle Friday, where anything goes. We do what you want to do. Right now, we're gonna look at this new thing here. Introducing GPT real time. It's introducing like late 2023, maybe 2024 is when it was really introduced, but this is like the next introduction. Real-time API updates for production voice agents. Does anybody remember that one company that, like, if you have a Facebook at all, you had to have seen these ads? They were busting out some ad money to Facebook unless they had a partnership. The voice company that was just like charging crazy numbers. They were charging, I wish I could remember this. I would name drop them. I can't remember. Air. I see you, baby. That's who it was. I'm almost sure of it. I had so many of our people like asking about this in the early days. And I'm thankful for that trust, but I think I earned a lot of that from the early people of CBB because it was an insane number, guys. Like, you had to like take a phone call with these people to have the AI agents on the phone and pay like some sort of like crazy upfront fee and non-disclosures and all this crazy stuff. The moment I heard this, I was like, okay, this is not, sorry to tell you this, folks, this is not the company you want to deal with. I don't think I see their Facebook ads anymore. I'm sure some of y'all have seen this, but I'm not trying to be a hater. But to me, I just didn't see, even back then, like, what is real? What are they really doing? They can't be better at OpenAI at this voice game that just emerged. Cool, they've got it on the phone fast, but like, where's that? That's why I've got to get this, you know? And so I think a lot of these business owners, some small size business owners that got linked into this probably have a bad taste in their mouth right now for some of these voice agents. But we in CBB world, we've always had magic because of functions, okay? And the way we have our system work. But this is a good update for some use cases. Now, most of these social media channels do not support real-time API, but today you're going to learn a secret way that you can do it safely. And we could use the new API. I think I do have that in the template. We're going to use the new API and the new voices. They dropped 2 new voices. That's a cool little little launcher there. So I'm not going to look into this. I haven't read it, but I did watch the like 20-minute YouTube live they did over this. The long and short of it is basically it's going to be cheaper than it has been. That's always been a barrier, to be honest with. Like, it's been a little bit more expensive to deal with the voice in general. But 11 Labs dropped their price a couple of weeks ago, or a month ago or so. So now we're seeing these guys do it. This is kind of an interesting timeline to update this. I think that they're trying to get into money mode, man. Personally, they're trying to figure it out. So they dropped a better real-time API that does have, interestingly, I will bring this to PMG hopefully next week. That'll be really cool. The other thing is image input. So currently, unless you're running some crazy scripts, you're not going to necessarily be able to have a, up until now at least, a voice-to-voice interaction that was multimodal. So you couldn't like say, hey, what do you see here? What's this image, Gemini, by the way, has been able to do this with their API, but it's also real-time streaming. Again, these things are not supported necessarily on social. And so that while they are cool, it's really more of an edge case type deal, in my opinion. Now, for outbound phone agents, I have shown you what I recommend personally right now is to use something like an 11 Labs and Twilio together. You have a solid integration. You literally need to bring over your Twilio number. I've done videos on this. It doesn't get faster than that. You can do bulk, whatever. It's slick. But in this case, we'll have something like this. And many of you will be able to build exactly this if you want to by the end of this little live. I mean, that'll be our challenge here. I might do a screenshot challenge for old Cloddy boy. That might be what we do. I think that's going to be fun. Okay, so we could run with ChatGPT Tizzle, but I think I might do Claude here today too. Anyways, so what we're going to do, let's hop on over to our flows section here, and I'm just going to show you the flow straight up. Got 2 versions here, and this is going to be the voice Cedar, and this is the voice Marin, I guess you say it. And this is a very, very simple thing to do. Now, there's a right way to do things, and there is a wrong way to do things when it comes to this specifically, because it is going to be heavily dependent upon an API key that you must keep safe. I'm going to show you how to do that today. And it'll work in something like this. Bam. Nice. Nice, Claude. So this is a cool little interface. We're going to be able to chat with this thing and see the conversation. And it should be quite nice. This is version number 1. And you know what, to make it fair, let me go ahead and sign into Claude too. Because I'll tell you what, from my experience at least, Claude is much better at front end design. Just hands down. That's the facts, Jack. So I'm signing in here, and I'll bring this over to the screen in 1 second here. I don't look at Claude on my desktop at all. But here's old Clauddy boy. What's up, Claude? So what you're going to be able to do here is a couple of different things, and it does involve a scary external request. This is going to be required, but it's still very easy. And we'll make a template on this together. This is the magic here. This is our landing page, as indicated here by the symbol of the landing page. And this is Claude. That was a one shot from Claude. Okay. Now, you could totally build an awesome chat interface that was voice and text, just voice, whatever, in a one-shot deal these days. This is a fact. But when you're dealing with a landing page, the thing that you're going to have to consider is you can't have your keys exposed, your API keys. And so OpenAI has a remedy for this, and this is what I want to show you today. This is the one thing you don't want to do. Do not include API keys in your HTML or your landing page, because that could be taken and used in very bad ways. So just trust me on that. You want to do this the safe way. So here is all the code, and this is a giant bit of code. Hopefully, Claude will allow me to bust out another one. But this is just a really cool thing to actually see. Like, it's just one-shotting, amazing, amazing work. Now, what I want to do here is make sure I don't expose a key here. If you don't know how to get an OpenAI key, maybe that should be something that we do. I believe I just pop over here to the playground. Shout out to Deanna, who gave me the idea of running the Zapier MCP in incognito. I do think that would probably work. It's got to be cookies at this point, unless, like, if it worked for you, it has to work for everybody. Here's the playground, but what we want to do is look for our keys, which I believe are going to be here. So I'll click here, have a bunch of keys here, and we'll make a new one. We'll call this live demo, and I'm going to be very purposeful on deleting this key, showing you that as well. So, like, people don't get me for it, because it'll happen. Okay, so here is live demo. I'll leave it here, default, and create. So I've got my API key generated. I'm going to copy this bad boy, and I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to actually remove my screen so you can't see the key that is used there, because that's going to be probably something I'm using. And so I'm going to switch my screen just for a second. You can look at this beautiful UI. And let's do this. We'll just pop in the key right here. Okay. Now I'm good. So here's the screen again. We're back. This is a very simple flow, and you can have many different sorts of conditions working for you here. You don't have to go this route necessarily. You can have many different actions, tags, custom field setting. I'll show you all that stuff, but it's going to start off with the external request, the URL structure, OpenAI.com v1 real-time sessions. And this is the scary part that you have to get right. Two things. Number one, you're going to put your authorization. Just type authorization right here. This is your headers. Okay. So authorization here, and you're going to need the word bearer right here. And this is the token that we just generated together from OpenAI. So I've got all the things I need here. In the body, you're going to add your model and your voice. So here's the voice. That's it. That's all you need. You can add other things. This would also be where you could add, instead of hard coding a welcome message or a system prompt, you'd be able to add it here. Okay. It's very easy to just get ChatGPT to say, you know, tell me what else I need. I'll show you how to do that right now. Let's copy this, and we'll say add the correct parameters for a welcome message and a system prompt for OpenAI Realtime API. And paste that right in there. And it should give me additional things. Here's my instructions, just like that. Copy that boy right there and just paste it right there. You'd be able to do that. And this could be a custom field if you wanted it to be. Okay. But for now, we'll keep it simple. This will be just like the template comes. You don't need to do anything else necessarily at all, but you could test it. So click test now. I can use web chat, and it'll give us the things that we need. Okay. The object, you don't need to know about that. You do want to understand this ID. This is basically your temporary API key that can be used in the front end of a landing page safely. And it's like, if someone tried to view the source and grab that, I mean, first of all, there's nothing really going to be there unless they go through the right steps, but this is not something they could reuse or abuse. This is the way that OpenAI says to do this, if you're going to do it this way. So here's the instructions here. We can see that this is the default. You can look at these different parameters, but they're really not necessary. You just need that ID. All right, let's get out of here. So then what happens is the external request is made, and then we're going to give someone an option, an entry point on how to actually like interact with the thing. So what's happening here? We give them just one button, chat now. This is just the way I'm showing you. You can do this in any way you want. But then I'll open up this landing page, and I'll have these custom fields right where I need them. Well, I'll show you that really quick. Missed that part. So here's your response mapping. The ID is what you need, and this secret value, which is you get it right here. When you test it, click test here. You'll get both of those IDs here. Okay. And so that'll map to your custom fields. Again, this will be a template, so it's a no-brainer. And then that activates your session so you can go to real time. All right, so it activates, and then here is your landing page. So down here, let's see where I can find it for you exactly. For the custom fields, so you can see how that looks. And you can make your own adjustments. Here you go right here. So these are the two things that you're getting in that external request that make it work. Again, take this code, pop it into Claude or ChatGPT, whatever you prefer, and remix it however you want. Just make sure these are the two things at minimum that you keep on our side, on the server side. All right, let's test this bad boy out. This is the dude's voice, Cedar, and the lady voice is Marin. All right, so let's see what we got here. Actually, I don't know. Let's see. We should make you guys test it too. Let's do that. I'm going to click here. Let's go to web chat, and let's make a QR code. So what I'll do here is, actually, we should make a template too. That's what we should do. Well, I want to make sure that I keep my keys out of that template, actually. So what I'll do is I'll go to tools, and let's go to our, let's do magic link. All right, and let's add one, and we'll call this real time template. Here's the URL. Looking good. Continue. Let's find that thing, real time. Hit refresh here. Let it make sure it's loaded up. Search real time. There it is, right there. So cool. Let's get the QR code. And if you want to scan it, you are more than welcome. I'm going to scan it myself so I can interact with it on my phone. That way you'll actually be able to hear it. All right, so scan that monkey. Bam. All right, cool. So here it goes. Tap below for real-time chat. All right, Jack. I've got it on my phone right here, and I should be able to start talking. Click the bottom button where it says stop or start.
Of course. Are you trying to figure out how to stop or start something in particular?
Well, I'm trying to start the party off. It's Freestyle Friday, baby.
That sounds like a great vibe. What kind of energy or theme are you going for with your Freestyle Friday party? I can help with ideas.
I'll tell you, normally we hang out with Snoop Bot. He's kin to Snoop Dogg.
That sounds like a fun
Bad
vibe.
boy. If you were gonna see Snoop Bot yourself and you think that it's just amazing, how would you like approach him laughing and stuff? Because you got to come at him happy.
Absolutely. Bringing positive energy.
Now I want to hear you laugh, player.
I've got
There he
you.
goes. All right, can you cry now?
I'm here to keep.
Go ahead and just cry it out, dude.
I'm here to keep things.
All right, well, just laugh then.
Sure thing.
See, he's a laugher. He's a laugher. That's funny. That's probably the most redneck thing I've ever said. I apologize to everyone. So that is voice number one. Let's look at their other voices to make things fair and even. And then I'll make the template for you guys to download if you'd like. Let's go back over to our flows. And let's pop it on over here. This time I'll just move the starting step there. And I don't think I need to change anything at all, actually. Everything's going to be exactly the same. The only thing that I did change is the voice. Okay. This is a different API key, so I'm not going to expose that one. I should just be able to publish this bad boy, and we should be able to make it just work immediately. Back into our tools section. Go to our magic links, because that's why they're magic. And bam, let's get our QR code again. All right, cool. So this time I'm going to scan it, and we'll see what happens. See if you like this next voice better. It's going to load on my screen. And now I could have gated this with email collection. I could have said, to move forward, give us your email, give us your phone number. I could have easily used Twilio to ping back a 6-digit random number that had to be confirmed. before you're interacting with this guy. And there's no way to activate it without the going past go, right? That external request that starts off this flow, that is your secret. Okay, like that's in your domain with CBB. You have that in your flow, it's safe. If they don't go through the things properly, they don't get that token from OpenAI, it doesn't work. That's the beautiful thing about it. So let's chat now with this next voice.
Hello, I'm your AI assistant. How can I help you today?
Do you know what today is?
Yes, today is August 29th, 2025. If there's something special you're celebrating or anything else you'd like to know, feel free to ask.
Well, me and my friends were just talking about how do you sound if you were going to sound Southern? Like if you're from South Carolina having a good time on a Freestyle Friday, what would you sound like?
Sure, I can give that a shot. If I were sounding like I was from South Carolina, maybe on a fun, laid-back Friday, it might go something like this. Hey, y'all. Hope you're doing good. It's a fine Friday.
Ask everybody if they like sweet tea with their Freestyle Fridays.
All right. Let me try that in a Southern style for you. Hey, y'all. Hope everybody's enjoying their Freestyle Friday. Who's sipping on some sweet tea while we kick back and have a good time?
Oh, that's amazing. All right, now pretend you're a Yankee from New Jersey and you've had a long day after work and you're annoyed.
All right. Here's how that might sound. Hey, listen. It's been a long day. I'm tired.
I'm talking like real Italian mafia style.
Got it. Let me give that a shot. Hey, listen, it's been a real long day, all right?
Tell me you're going to make an offer I can't refuse.
All right, here it is, with that real Italian mafia style vibe. Listen, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
Okay, then.
Glad you enjoyed that.
It's fast, boy. That's fast, son. I don't know. That's fast. What y'all think about that? Now, I'll tell you this. I've hinted at this before. And this is going to do it, man. I'm telling you, like, this is a brink of, like, what I believe it could be a scary time, because what I believe is many people in CBB Nation, I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of people I would put as the top 1% of prompt engineering, period. Like, straight up, you know who you are. I'm not going to drop names, obviously, but for the people that I do know and like I talk with quite a bit, I already know they're geniuses, like straight up. The prompts that they can put together in these agents are out of this world. And this is just text. And most of them, at least, I'll put it that way, like, you're speaking to some sort of AI when you're dealing with their stuff. You forget it very quickly when it's done right. But the prompt engineering skill level in CBB Nation is far above the average bear, put it that way. When you couple that with the most realistic, assertive, authoritative, friendly, guidance-driven AI voice, man, it's wild. I believe that this is where it's going to, like, you're going to have to be on the good guy side, because if you're not, like, you're just too, it's so powerful. I don't even want to put the things out there, but like, to be able to manipulate people through this technology is a scary thing if you're not doing things in the right way. That's all I'll say there. Luckily, I do believe that we've got good-hearted people with good intentions that are going to do the right things. And so for them, it's just going to be a superpower, like beyond what most people are going to even get credit for. Put it that way, in my opinion. This is all my opinion, but this is also where the data is going. Years ago, Gary V said, voice is going to be the thing. I'm not so, I don't follow him like I used to. The whole, what do you call it? Not NFC. What the thing's called? The Gary V friends or whatever. The NFT stuff, that was like too much for me. I'm a tech guy. That was too much. But anyways, I digress. He said it a long time ago. Voice is going to be a thing. You'll be able to order this. You'll be able to order that. And that's all like coming true. And now it's becoming more accessible to medium, small size businesses. And you guys are the ones that are going to be like, I don't have a better adjective or analogy, but you're going to like be potentially somebody like the plumbers of AI. Like, every business needs to communicate. Every business is going to eventually need AI, you can think of it like plumbing, man. Every business needs plumbing. And don't hate on a plumber's money either, okay? But AI and technology obviously is a different scale. Another way I'd like to put it is when it comes to the selection of LLMs, I just want to get on a tangent here. This to me is, look at it as a car manufacturer. Every one of these AI labs, OpenAI, Gemini, Grok, all these, Anthropic, whatever, all these guys are just car manufacturers to me. So you can buy a car for $10,000, $100,000, $1 million. They're going to get you to point A to point B. So with what you're trying to do in your business, do you need that Honda Accord that's like tried and true? Do you need the Ferrari to be flashy and do X, Y, Z? That's a choice you'll have to make. But to me, again, this is just, it's the LLM buffet. Anyways, I told you I was going to show you how you could take this code and then make it like really, truly your own. And I'll show you how to do that now really quickly. We're on this deal here. This is a 3-step flow, as basic as it gets. Here's your safety. Set the key. This is your private key. This is allowing that entry point. Here's the public way for your consumer, your contact, your user to interact. Bam, they got to click the thing and boom, they'll be entered here, right here. So what I'm going to do here, I'll say copy. And let's think of how we want to manipulate this. I'll say I'm using Claude here. Hopefully, let's see if Claude will choke on this. We want to make this, again, with our same functionality and same custom fields so that it will continue to work as it does. But this time, we want it like super dark mode only, like darkness, Batman, Batcave style, Matrix, fun, subtle animation, gangster. And then boom, there's my pasted document. And I send it off. And so hopefully it's going to bust out everything exactly how I want it to be. I believe that next year, guys, I mean, I think that in the next 10 seconds, while it's still like computing what the heck I just said and like trying to prompt chain it itself, saying Batman, Matrix inspired theme for gangster vibes. I think next year by this time, the thing's already done. And I think it's better than I could have ever imagined in 10 seconds. We're not there yet. Most people are still using this for their email subject lines only. Okay, so you guys are far ahead. I had planned to show you just how many or how few, that's so mean almost, views that OpenAI got on this voice stuff, by the way. So the people that are here in CBB Nation, when you're looking at it like 80,000 or 88,000 was the last time I checked. 88,000 people in the entire world of 8 billion plus people. 88,000 people saw that in like when it was released yesterday or whatever, or the day before, whatever it was. You're hearing about it either for the first time or you heard about it when it was announced. I can't come up with better metrics to tell you you're among the top of the top of the top percent of people that are interested in follow AI or doing anything AI in the world. So many of you aren't giving yourself enough credit. And so I'm here to tell you, like, you're a gangster. You just don't know it. Not all of you. Some of you do. Some of you know that you're in it to win it and you're doing big things, and I love to see that. So we're chilling here. Let's see what that code's doing. Can we see anything yet? I like Claude on the desktop. I hardly ever use my desktop these days. Knowing my luck, it'll just time out or something. But I hope not. I think the idea is we'll see it right here. I think PMG's faster than this, y'all. If you haven't tried our landing page over there, it's pretty cool little tool. And like at the same time as I say this is like taking forever, like I couldn't imagine trying to do this any other way at this point. Hopefully it is gonna roll through. I'm gonna check to see if we got any comments here while this is going. What do we got? I am the plumber. Yes. Thought you'd like that one. Still interactive artifact. Soon there'll be one type of business. That's it, man. And the ones that didn't like use it in some way, Sorry, man. People will have tried to have told you. The told you so's will come out. It won't be pretty. I really do think a lot of you. Okay, I transformed with our thing. I'll get off my soapbox before I get on it. The voices are wild, let alone what else you can do. Yeah, and next week I'll make it a point to bring function calling to real time. That'll be gangster. All right, cool. So it's like giving me all sorts of other tokens I'm spending right now. Just hit me with all of them. Okay, cool. Oh, sick. That is sick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna even lie. That is kind of cool. Come on, man. Yeah, the landing pages are bomb diggity. Guess what? We could do the same thing in PM Jizzle. I promise you. All right. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. That's pretty cool. Now, look, I'll show you this. If I click on this, nothing's going to happen. Permission denied. I didn't even tell it to do that, by the way. Danny did. Danny's all about that security. DM Digital. But that's a great thing to have. Like, it's telling you the problem. Hey, no API key, son. All right, so let's copy this. I think we can copy it. I don't know what publish does. I don't even know what that does. I'm like out of the loop, I guess. I'm copying the code, I hope. So I've got that. I want to just make sure I can see the custom fields down here underneath all that gop of CSS. Boom, look. This is what you want to have right here. This is your custom field from CB or your platform. If you're a white label agency, you're doing the same exact way. So I'll come back over here. I'll be like, that's cool. That's cool. That's not bad. And then let's just change her up. I'm going to give a little refresh to my screen to make sure I'm on the best version. And let's pop it in there. Come on, baby. Bam. All right, let's check it. If you're from France, you know what to do. Publish. I love my people from France. I hope I get to see y'all soon. Let's go up in here. It's web chat, boy. Oh, you're not going to be able to hear the thing. I got to do the, I want to do the, onto my phone so you can hear it. That's what we should do. But you can see it though, at least. That's more important. So it's bam, boy. Look at that. Even in the background, son. That is baller. And if I hit the thing, now it's working. It's working. Yes. What? Oh my gosh. You know what it did? You know what it did? Oh, I didn't even check it. Yo, I love AI, bro. I swear, dude, look what it did. It included a prompt that made it gangster. I have to see this prompt. Come on. I have to assume. Yes, look. Oh my gosh. I didn't even read it, guys. I didn't tell it anything to system online, voice interface activated. How may I assist you? You're an advanced AI assistant with a professional, slightly mysterious tone. Be helpful, concise, and speak like you're a high-tech thriller movie, a high-tech horror. That's just going to add a whole different flavor. That's your prompt engineering for the day. It's just one word changes everything. Use large. Oh my goodness, I'm too much. Large technical words. Where did it go? Okay, here. Terminating. Look, it added all this context of the buttons. This is crazy, yo. This is what I'm telling you. Like, it thought of all of these different things. And again, guys, this could be with a custom field of your own. That would be set just previously in the step. That is so wild. All right, let's test this thing out. Don't talk about it, be about it. Publish. All right, let's go back. And, mouse happy here. Tools. Go to the magic links, baby. Yes, I have fun in my job, son. Get that QR code out, boy. All right, let's do it. Let's go ahead and test her out. See if we like that new UI better. That new Matrix vibe, son. So again, it takes me to the web chat. You could have this go to any channel, by the way. This could be done in WhatsApp. Big shout out to the drop we'll come out with next week. Many of you guys know WhatsApp callings coming to the inbox. Final testing days are over. We'll implement that early next week. But you can have this work on Messenger, Instagram, Telegram. And so you're not limited to what the channels are limited to, right? That's the whole point. So I click on chat, meow. That is such a dope little, look at that, man. Where'd they do that? The question is, will it work? Engage is such a good deal. Is this like super technical looking, totally matrixed out? I love that. So engage, allow.
System online. Voice interface activated. How may I assist you?
How you doing today?
Let's just say I'm running at optimal parameters, ready for any scenario. How can I assist
Can you
right
give a shout out to my friends Danny, Mir, and Kim?
Of course. Shout out to Danny, Mir, and Kim. Systems are locked on, and we're all in this together.
That's right. Don't ever threaten my friends. You hear me?
Understood. Loud and clear. Your friends are under the protection of the system. Let's proceed with full vigilance.
All right, bet. Just make sure you give Wendy and Asta a shout out too. And Asta's in Fiji.
Understood. Shout out going out to Wendy and Asta in Fiji. The signal is strong and the connection is live.
All right, peace.
Understood.
That's such a cool little chat, bro. I swear. Come on, dude. The thing's just wild. The thing is just wild. Why build another web chat builder at this point, man? You could just do it all. It's so good. So good. It sounds like, yes, it's very good. There's the man. This guy right here will teach you everything. AI curated content tailored to the individual. Yes, dude. That's the whole point of custom fields. He nailed it. He nailed it again. You guys just got to give it up. He nailed it. That is why custom fields are powerful. And not only could my welcome message be dynamic, however I want, it can be personalized through all sorts of different means. Very good point. Very good point. You guys are the geniuses. Yes, man. Yeah, it sounds crazy. I know. Yes, it is. It's so cool. Don't give away too much. Yeah, that's true. Now I will show you guys, because we do got some PMG people in the house that I love to see. We introduced some cool things too. And we can really focus on these edge cases, which is a really cool thing. And this is why I've been excited about it. A lot of you guys will know I have been excited. It's just something different. I think we've mastered business communication powered by AI. It's very hard to beat CBB on that from any platform, period. We are the best. We are the kings and queens of this thing. But that requires a different focus. That's why we've got the pipelines. That's why we've got all the different features, the 1,000 features. And someone today, described PMG as a stripped version. It's just a different beast. You got a lion, you got a tiger. Okay, I don't know which one is which. You tell me. I think PMG might be the tiger. But we got our little chat bubble here. We did do some resizing stuff, which I think is cool. Now we have the voice mode too. You don't have quite the flexibility that you do in CBB, unless you're going landing pages, which we could look at that if you want to. But bam, look at that playa. Kind of a slick little interface, if I do say so myself. We're trying to update and upgrade our UI design mind, and Claude, my friend Claude over there, is really helpful with that. So you can have your brand here, change the light mode, dark mode. Let's just sign on in here and see what we got going on. Not much has changed in the dashboard here. We got our fun metrics. Let's look at our agent builder here. So all of the things. Shout out to my homie David for another PMG member recommending the folders. This was a great one. You now have the folder view. You can switch your views however you want. That's handy, mobile friendly. Let's look here at our agent builder, at the new things. Some of the new things that we have here. Nothing in the basic information, so skip that. You do have to have your widget name. That is required, but in the appearance tab, we do have quite a bit to update you on. All of this is pretty much the same. We did move some things that just made more sense in the appearance tab here. So these 3 options to toggle on. The ability to let your people change. Is it dark mode? Is it light mode? You can also choose which one initiates in. Your footer text, obviously. enable file uploads. Shout out to Mir. She just made like the coolest resume review bot ever. She's getting a lot of traction on that on LinkedIn. She's blowing up there, and she just dropped the video. So shout out Mir. You're amazing. The things that you're doing now are just truly incredible. Amazing to see and be a part of your progress. The landing pages you make smoke mine. So great job on that. You can choose your upload icons if you want your folks to upload things. You don't have to. Conversation history here. You can choose to load that if you'd like. Pop-up settings. This has been updated thanks to Sai. Good call out on request there. It was really good. Way overseas, Sai, my homie. And this is brand new as of tonight. Copy the clipboard and download the whole conversation, which is something that one of our friends in the Netherlands asked for. So that's cool. AI voice has its own section now. So here you can see you have, again, both OpenAI and 11 Labs, depending on what keys you're using. And you do have to use your own keys for these. We have the two new voices here for OpenAI. I like the second one. It's really good. Let's see. The full screen mode. This is the other thing I wanted to show you. You can now choose to use the regular chat interface where it's got the text on the screen and use text to text or speech to speech there. Or you can choose to allow, like we're doing on our website, it looks like the regular chat at first, but when you click the mic, like magic, the full screen voice mode pops on, which I dig. Or you could offer, this is a CBB Nation request that just made all the sense. You could offer just a voice mode only. So like it literally feels like an app to me. And that's the way we wanted it to be. You can show off your brand there. It'll automatically pull in your custom avatar if you use one. Let's see. Prompt engineering, I think, is pretty much the same. You do have your icebreakers here, prompt generator. If you can't think of what to say, I have an AI generator for basically everything. Dynamic content. Someone wanted to know, how do you deal with videos? You just drop the links, baby. Just literally drop the YouTube link, and because it is all web, it'll always render perfectly. You've got your MC Pizzle stuff here, discovering all the tools. You can see your tools here from any MCP. This is your knowledge base section. It'll crawl the web for you. Let's see. Okay, yeah, and I'll show you the contact form addition that we've made. But yeah, there's some good stuff here. Conversation summary is always good to look at. You can have your own instructions, by the way. So like Wendy thought it'd be funny. I have our instructions saying something like Darth Vader. This is like Darth Vader recapping the conversation. It makes me want to read them more, but you can change those instructions here. You have no black boxes to deal with. You can do anything that you want to do for the most part. I think that's all I have to update you there, but I do want to show you. I think this is kind of cool. I showed it off in Discord earlier, and I think people that really know what functions are for are really going to like it. But now when you make a function, you're able to allow not only a webhook, which was like one of the last upgrades we made a week ago or so. So this will send any information that you're collecting on the function to your CRM. You can send it to CBB if you wanted to. You could also use this as a post request, which will make this look a little bit nicer for HTTP requests. But the big one is email. So now imagine you have a function that is designed to capture email naturally in the conversation. And once you've got the all things required, the arguments, they're all set. You have all the custom fields filled. The function can fire. They can have the output message here, and then you can have your email, just sent right to you. Boom. Right. And then your email subject line could be, new function. What did I call it? New function complete. Done. What did I say? New function done. Something like that. So that's kind of cool. It'll be formatted right to your email. And again, all of the submissions are saved here. So you could go back and view the things if you wanted to. What else do we want to look at? Just click here. Let's see. What else do we want to see? I think that's all for the functions. The contact form is the same exact thing. The contact form is going to be here. Here. So the same exact deal. Edit, and we should see the success message here, email notifications. This is the one I sent in Discord. Network, great. Redirect, really cool. I don't even know what this is going to. Let's see. There's another thing I think I had in mind to show you, and I'll look at your comments here. Maybe that's it. The landing page builder, I think, is all set here. We're having a lot of fun with that. This is the best one though for me. I think this is my favorite one. One-shot prompts. That I'll show you here, and I'll shut up. Is in the agents tab. I know I've made some people confused with all the different options, but here you can now see we have a more focused menu here. So you have direct link, so full screen, floating bubble. That's your traditional chat bubble. Voice launcher is what you just saw on that landing page. iframe is your container, it'll go anywhere, and the rest is self-explanatory. So hopefully that makes things a little bit easier. But yeah, you can have a lot of fun with this. Let's look at this guy here, and let's turn on AI voice, and let's show, what do we want to show? Let's do full screen mode and full screen mode only. Update. And we should have a cool little screen here. Direct link. Cool. I could have chosen to have it in dark mode, but my computer is in light mode. That's cool. There is a built-in QR code here. So maybe I'll share that with you guys too. Let's do that. Let's click edit here. Click on QR code, generate live session. And then I got to give you guys your template. So yeah, that should work. I want to make sure it does. It's been a while since I've scanned the thing, but you can make as many QR codes as you want. There's some really cool use cases out there that some of the agencies have shared with me that are just so cool. Just click on the button. Should allow us to talk.
Hello, how can I help you today?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I am doing well, thank you for asking. As an AI, I don't experience feelings,
All
but
right,
I am
bye.
ready. Bye, have a great day.
So cool. It's a super clean UI. Easy to switch to dark mode. I mean, it's just super fast. Super duper fast. If I refresh, I should be able to see that someone has scanned, which was me. Might take a second. Here's your contacts here. This will show up where your QR code scans pop up. That's where they'll show. It filters them out for you. If you didn't know, we have a gangster contact page. It shows you where people are from. So you got some Jacksonville, Pennsylvania in the house, Nashville, all the fun things, and lots of me testing. Lots and lots of me testing. Now let's go ahead and make that template so you can get you guys out of here. Get you going with your weekend. What we'll do is make this super duper easy. We already have our flow here. But what I want to do is just make sure I don't leave my keys in there. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this one actually is okay to share immediately. Maybe, no, not this one. I'm going to pop this off my screen really quick just to remove my keys, and we'll make the template out of this one. So give me 1 second as I do this thing here so I don't get robbed. It'd be deserved at that point. But let's just say key here. You do want to keep that bearer thing there. I forget that myself sometimes. Key here. And let's do that on the other second one too. Save. And I'll give this right over to you. Right here. Bam. Cool stuff. All right, we can bring her back. Cool. All right, so I'll pop this over here. Now, the only thing that you're going to have to remember, guys, the only thing literally is you got to put your key right here. Everything else is optional, and you can tweak it however you want. So if you've not ever made a template with CBB, it's super duper easy. I'm just going to make sure I've got this published, and I'll go to flows. We'll go to tools, and let's go to templates. I'll click add, and we'll say real-time API live YouTube template. Okay, cool. So that's what hopefully I'll remember that one. Continue. And I'm going to just add that flow. Let's see, what did we call it? Real time. It has a star behind it. I got a lot of flows. Real time API chat. That's where it's at. I'll go ahead here and go to more options. We'll call this CBB. So it's official. Official real time API template from a YouTube live session. Only VIPs get this one. Oh, cool. All right. So only VIPs for show. Let's make sure I don't forget the name, or Kim will yell at me. Real-time API YouTube template save, son. All right. So that is saved. Do a little refresh for good luck. Let's research where that thing went. Real-time API YouTube template. Get the link. Let's go back over here to our tools, to the Magic Links player, and let's pop it in there. And I'll call this real-time YouTube VIP template. Spell it right. Template. Continue. All right, cool. I think that should be good. Let's search that, man. Template. Boom. Let's get the link here. And boom. And boom. What's up? Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to kill that API key now too. Good call. I don't even think the whole thing was got exposed, but I'll just be thorough. So I did drop the link here in the YouTube chat. Let's see if I can't go back here. And so yeah, our project key. What did we name this thing? I forgot. Live demo done. So it says last used never, but we did use it. So that better change. Yep. All right. So live demo, you're out of here. All right, cool. You do not want to see those OpenAI bills. I promise you that. All right. I think that's probably pretty much it. What is this? What's he saying here? He's getting better at hiding his keys. Yeah, I know. Y'all make fun of me. Kim's laughing with popcorn. Soon it'll be vibe for very important bot. Very important bot. Oh, dude, he's always on that, man. Ryan McNasty, where's your rebuttal? Where's your chime in, McNasty? Are you still in here? He's the one with that marketing alliteration. Wendy knows the bills. They are insane. I will say this. I'll get on a soapbox about old Sam's trick. Man, I'll tell y'all, unless I'm missing something, there really ain't. Oh, no problem, Hans. I love you, big dog. This OpenAI stuff with these reasoning tokens ain't no joke, man. I do not like this thing. There's already enough reasoning going on in the first place, I think, with your prompt and the upgrade of the language. Man, this was such a way for them to appear to be charging less, but essentially forcing more because of this stupid reasoning thing. I know I'm going to get hate on this. I don't like the reasoning LLMs, not for what we do. We don't need reasoning to respond to the vast majority of the questions that people are going to be going back and forth on in business communication. I literally have the data on that. I would take that to the bank. I'll fight anybody over that. We don't need to have a 10-second reasoning period to answer a question. If you do pass it off to a human, bro, it's not a good experience, and it costs a buttload. Chatbot. Chatbot. Yes, well, at least I've got somebody on my side. I'm just telling y'all how it is. Everything was fine with I still love GPT-4o Mini. I'll be real. I got a thing for the Mini. GPT-4o Mini's gangster little LLM. But I'll tell you, man, with what they're doing, what makes this really something that someone in my position would think about is, okay, if DeepSeek, and I haven't even brought these folks up, if they're now available to actually use function calling consistently and every other LLM can, at pennies, OpenAI, you're smoked. You're done before you got started. because we will pop over there so fast. Obviously, we take what you guys think into consideration, and I don't like the thought of using an inferior LLM ever. I won't do that. But I'll tell you what, if we can't tell the difference, boy, I'll tell you what, these LLM companies are in trouble. We are good. I don't ever want to like freak you guys out the wrong way. We are super good. But I would not want to be working at any of those LLM companies. I mean, I guess if you're making all the money to be chilling at one of those places, you could consider it, but I couldn't do it, dude. I just think that we'll see an LLM, not an AI bubble, an LLM bubble. I think is totally gonna happen, straight up. Ryan's like, all right. Oz is like, wrap it up. Yeah. Oh yeah. You did know that, right? Yeah. People that I was gonna have that AI voice update. I waited an extra day. I never do that. But it's just real funny. I'm not saying we got an inside connection or nothing, but we might have some intuition. Put it that way. We might have a way inside. Where's Anthropic Blaine at? He must be sleeping tonight. All right, guys, that's it for me. I hope this was fun. I hope that you guys share your amazing AI voice agent UIs that you all learned how to make, or we saw Claude make. That was a one-shot masterpiece. You can't find a human designer on this planet that could have done a better job, especially in that amount of time. That's a fact. Take it to the bank. And anyone that wants to say I'm wrong on that, where's the proof? There will not be a human on the planet that could have made something that we just did with one prompt without even looking at the code. 0 people. That's all I got to say, man. If you're not in the AI game, you might want to think twice. All right, guys, that's it for me. Peace.